the 5 main pieces that we've done for this class, and we're putting them into a single movie. Okay, so you have to use After Effects for this, and then you have to collect all of your stuff together. So what I did, just so the lecture is a little bit quicker, is I just made little still images just to kind of show what each piece was, and I put them in one folder. So I have basically these pictures that just say title. So one of our assignments was a title sequence. Okay, so for our stuff, you should have, where's that folder? We should have a mini room. That was like our first thing we did. Very simple, very just kind of like playing around in Maya. Then we did our Gotham title. Then we did our product. Then we did our drone. Then we're doing our character. So those are our 5 products. Okay, all of these are animations except for the product and the character. Okay, you should have an animation for your title, an animation for your drone, and an animation for your mini room. When we did our drone, we had an animation and a still. You can choose whether or not you want to use that still. You don't need to. You can just use the animations from it. Okay, so I'm going to take all these and just drop them into After Effects. Okay, so I just drop them in here. Then I'm just going to control click the order that I want to do these in. Doesn't matter which order you put them in. It's up to you. Obviously, it makes more sense to do mini room, title, product, drone, character. That makes the most sense. Okay, mini room, title, product, drone, character. Then I'm going to take this and drag it down to the new comp. And in here, it's going to say you want a single composition, which we do. So I click that. It says, where do you want to use your dimensions from? Okay, our mini room, our title sequence, our drone video should all have the same stuff, the same measurements. 960 by 540 is what we rendered all those movies out at. Okay, so as long as I choose any one of those, I should be fine. I want to sequence the layers. And I also want to make sure my still duration is set to 200. Okay, so any stills that we have are just going to stay on screen for 2 seconds. That's it. No overlap, because I want these literally just to go boom, boom, boom. That way I can see the entire piece of it without any transitions. And then I hit OK. And you'll see what that does is it automatically layers it out. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's no animation stuff you have to do inside here. The only thing we have to do is go to each piece and just make sure that they fit on the screen. Make sure they're playing. Make sure that it looks good. Make sure we don't have 25 extra seconds of black at the end of our video, because that's really annoying. Okay. If our picture is not sized correctly, like our product was a bit bigger, then we would scale it. So we hit S, and then we would, oops, make sure our clicker's right here. Then we would scale it until our product fits on the screen. Okay. So I'm just clicking and dragging right on that scale, and then once it's good, I'm good. So I hit S again. My character, I'll just bring in the character just so you can see what he looks like. Because I know he's not going to be sized correctly because he's obviously bigger. Work. Just merging everything. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to drop him in here. And you'll see how he's above the area. So I would hit S, and I would scale him down to fit. Okay, if there's a little bit of clipping, it's no big deal, but you just don't want too much clipping. Okay, so now once you have all of your stuff in here, you've played it, made sure it looks good, you've just scrubbed back and forth. Then you go up to File, you go to Export, you say Add to Render Queue, click on the word lossless. Everything else is the same that we've done before. QuickTime Video, Format Options, H.264. Under the mini room, we save this to 2510 work. Let's say I write my 2510 work. I want you to label these accordingly. So it'll be your last name, underscore DemoReel, underscore the class, 2510, underscore winter 16, wrong year. Okay, so you have your last name, underscore DemoReel, underscore 2510, underscore W16. That way I know whose it is, I know what it is, I know the class you're in, and I know the year that you did this. Okay, so we hit save, then we hit render, It's going to go through and make a movie. We take that movie and we turn in just the movie. I don't need anything else, just that movie. Z drive 2510. And so I would drop my video inside that folder. Oops. There we go. And of course you want to play it too, make sure it looks good, make sure everything's working still. But that's it. That's your video. Okay? So that's how you take your files, your 5 projects, put them into QuickTime or into After Effects, make a video, and done. It's a really easy assignment to do as long as you have all your stuff. If you don't follow the directions and you end up with a bunch of black space at the end of it, you get deducted points. If your pictures are clipped or zoomed out, because I've had this before where people turn their stuff in and we get to this spot, and this is either like really tiny or it's like incredibly big and all you can see is like a part of it, because you didn't go through and check it, you get graded down. It's 5 points for your final grade. I believe it's 5. Okay, so just go through and just double check, make sure this is like legit, and make sure it works, make sure everything looks cool. Okay, any questions on the demo reel? No? All right.